In this video, you will learn the basics of PluginOps Landing Page Builder. First, we'll see how to create a landing page. To create a landing page, install the PluginOps Landing Page Builder plugin from WordPress Plugin Directory. After activating it, there will be this Landing Page Builder menu on your dashboard navigation. Click on it and then click on Add New Page button to create a new landing page. Select the template and click the next button below it. You can also select the blank option if you want to create your own designs. Every element in the landing page builder is customizable. To make things easier and simple, these elements are divided in three parts: rows, which are also called sections, and columns, and then widgets. Rows. A row is the main container of columns and widgets. Each row can have up to 8 columns. Let's see, by adding a new row. And each of these columns can have unlimited number of widgets. You can add as many widgets as you like. To access row options, bring your mouse over the row so these controls will appear. And to edit the row, click on this pencil edit button. The row options panel will appear from the left. Here you can set row height, number of columns, row background options, background overlay options, and background shapes, margins and paddings, and some other options as well. You can also set a background video to this section. Simply make any changes and the changes will register automatically. Let's see what these buttons do. The first orange button is the delete button. It is used to delete the rows or widgets. The second pencil button is for editing. The third button is for duplicating. You can click on it to duplicate a row or a widget. Then this black button is to move the elements around. You can use this to reorder rows or completely move a widget to another row. The copy button copy the options which we saw earlier in options panel, and then once you copy the options you can paste it on another row just like that. Now let's talk about columns. The columns are parallel dividers in a row, so you can put content next to one another. Each row can have up to 8 columns and you can edit the number of columns from row options. To edit a column, bring your mouse over to any column and edit this blue pencil button. It will open the column options panel. Here you will have column width option, column background options, margin and paddings, column display options. This is really cool option to align your content in the column, and shadow and border options for the column. You can also switch to new tab to add a new widget in this column. Plus, in column widgets tab, you will have a list of all the available widgets in this column for easy access. The first blue button is for editing the column. The next one is for flipping the column with next one. If I click this button, the widgets of this column will move to this column, and the widgets of this column will move to this column. Let's see how it works. See, and if I do it again, they will revert. To resize a column width, you can either do it manually by editing the column and entering the value in column width option, or you can bring your mouse over to the right border of the column until this icon appears, and then click and drag to the direction you want the column width to move. Now let's talk about widgets. Widgets are content blocks of different types. Users can use these widgets to add text, forms, image sliders, gallery, buttons, etc. in your landing page. Adding a widget. To add a widget, click on this blue edit button. Switch to new widget tab. Simply click on a widget and then drag it into any column. It appears. To edit a widget, bring your mouse over the widget until this controls appear. Then click on this pencil icon to edit. Each widget will have few same options in advanced options tab, like widget background, widget display options, margin and padding, but it will also have widget specific options in this widget tab. For example, right now I was editing the button widget. Button widget will have these options, and here are the icon widget, and it have completely different set of options. But in advanced options tab, all the options are same. Here's another cool feature about widgets. If you switch to widget blocks tab, you will see a few pre-designed templates for this widget. Simply click on this use button to apply the template. It's a really cool feature if you want to get work done faster. Now, one thing I found people struggling with using PluginOps Landing Page Builder is they aren't able to resize the widgets easily. So I will show you how you can do it in a simple way. Simply edit a widget, switch to advanced options, open widget margins and padding section, and add margin left and right. So the first one is margin top, the second one is bottom, the third one is left, and the fourth field is for the margin right. You can also do the same to resize the widgets in widget padding section, but it will retain the background color if you do with the paddings. Now let's see a few other features of this plugin. To publish the page, click on this blue publish button. If you click on this arrow button, it will open this side panel. Here you can select the status of this post or landing page, and then there are a few advanced options. The set as front page option will set this landing page as your home page, and load WP head option and load WP footer options will load your WordPress scripts onto your landing page. By default, we have turned it off to avoid any conflict with the landing pages, but if you want to use advanced features like shortcodes or Jetpack analytics, you should turn on the load WP footer option. Simply publish the page. If it asks you to tweet and tell and share your landing page with your friends, and click on this preview button to preview it. It's a really great tool. one more thing. If you want to design your landing page for mobile devices, you can do so in the editor. Simply edit any element of the landing page, and here you, in front of some options you will see these three icons. So every option which have these three icons are customizable for three different devices. The first one is for desktops, the second one is for tablets, and the third one is for mobile devices. For example, let's see, I will change the font size of this heading for mobile only. So in desktop, its font size was 50 pixels. Here I will set it to 25 pixels. See, it resized immediately. And I will set the line height to 1 em. I think 1.3 will be better. Yep. So I will save it, update the landing page, go to the front end, reload, and see. If you see, it's 25 pixels. So it's one way to edit the font sizes of text blocks. There's another way if you want to edit the font sizes of almost all the text on this landing page. Click on this arrow button to open the page options. Here you can set logo image, favicon image, featured image, and some other features of landing pages. And then switch to global styles options, enable global styles, and the first is the global font sizes. If you close it, you will also see global fonts family options. Using these options, you can resize the text blocks as per your needs, you see. And so all the text will follow these rules then, once you enable the global styles. So that was it. If you have any questions, leave in the comments below, or you can contact us at support@pluginops.com. Thank you.